Hello guys, can you hear me? I'm running into some. Hi guys, can you hear me? I've been running into some microphone issues. I think it should be sorted now. Just double checking because I see the mic is the volume is moving up, so it should be fixed. Yeah. Is there that the voice in the background still somewhere? Let me just see. Hold on. Let me see the audio. Just no, it should be alright now. Yeah. Hold on. Still using one screen, so oh, it's fixed now. I can hear you. Okay, welcome guys to the today's stream. Today we're gonna test White Tiger. It's a new Wolfrare unit release. Well, being released on Wednesday, so I'll have a first insight into this unit. Um, Basically, it is a test server footage, so keep in mind some things might get changed. They usually do. However, looking at the description they posted on official Discord, all the skills on test server look the same. So there might be no changes unless they decide to. Okay, so keep that in your head. Okay, so everything can change. But let's start. Before we actually get into the game, today I forgot to do a weekly quiz draw. So basically, I forgot to draw a winner. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, every Wednesday I release a quiz on my channel where there's a chance to win 500 diamonds. Everyone has a chance to, as long as they answer correctly, they're put into the prize pool, and whoever wins a random generated draw gets the reward. So this is basically how it looks. So this week's question was about Gavin Magnus, which is one of the Tower Kings, basically a leader of the Tower faction. And as you can see in this spreadsheet, I made sure I have all the guys that answered correctly, all the IDs and the servers. So over here you can see the 10, that's the number, and as you can see I'm using this formula here. So obviously I need to change that because the number will be between 1 to 16. So once I do that, these numbers gonna change and we're gonna see the winner. Okay, so let's do that. Let's see who wins. Number 11, that's Michael Larson. Congratulations, he's our quiz winner. There's still 4 more uh, chances to win 500 diamonds, and there'll be questions popping up on the screen during the stream. Okay, so let me just quickly take a note of Michael's ID and server, and we're gonna jump into the test server and we'll start looking at White Tiger. Okay, so once again, congratulations to Michael, and I'm just gonna transition to the test server. Okay, got it. Everything's fine. You guys can see the test server. Is that correct? Yes, as you can see. Hi, Vicha. So, hi, John. By the way, guys, if you want to look as cool as John, like as stand out in the chat, you can join my channel membership. The channel, you have a couple perks on top of that, like early access to videos, such as Faction Wars that I'm gonna start on Tuesday, and also you'll have a chance to win once a month half an hour Zoom chat with me where we can either test something for you personally in private environment or just look into your account and I'll help you to guide you through. Okay, so as you can see, a new frame, tiger frame, as well as a portrait, looks quite cool. Yeah, so let's see the skills of White Tiger. As you can see, and this is what I've done, and what icon is that? It looks different from the usual tiger icon. I don't really know. I just got it because we were Gorax whispering the quiz questions to you early, maybe. Yeah, sadly, no, John. Quiz is fair ground for everyone, so only the quiz videos will not be released early. Okay, so yeah, let's go to the account. Sorry, hold on, I lost the track here. Okay, yeah, so that's it. So let's go see what this unit actually does. Okay, so before I actually go through, what I'm gonna show you guys is what I spent a lot of time during this weekend. As you can see, I got all the units to a red level. Okay, it took me lots of time. Okay, the next thing I'm doing is I'm trying to get all of these units to at least 20,000 talent points. I'm still working on a couple factions, but it's going well. So yeah, this is for faction wars as well as testing to make sure every unit is on similar level. Obviously, I still struggle with some awakenings. As you can see, I couldn't awaken Wyvern because there's a problem with on test server. Oh, actually, guys, we might be lucky, but yeah, I'll do that when I do the questions. Because obviously, oh no, we won't. Okay, so as you can see, the underground does no reset, so I don't have that many tries at 82. So yeah, this is the problem with the server. Anyway, because most of you are here for White Tiger, so let's go with the skills. I'm gonna read what the description they have on test server, because this might change. Okay, you can compare it with official Discord server info that way. Okay, so White Tiger Spirit is an ultimate skill of a White Tiger, and it summons a White Tiger Spirit to attack the target unit, dealing damage equal to 260% of own attack and inflicting 2 random debuffs to enemy units within large range. These include Slow, Bleed, Burn, Blind, Static, Plague, and Disease. The debuffs last for 10 seconds. The skill cooldown is 15 seconds. If the target unit is a one-man unit, the White Tiger Spirit deals additional damage equal to 25% of max HP. He looks here, yeah. So there's 2 skins. Okay, so you got that one and you got that one. Let's equip that one for now. Okay, all my videos include him as a gold one. So that was the ultimate skill. Looks strong on paper. Okay, so max HP damage to the tank. So Path of Assassin is actually boosting that damage. Well, it does for other units like Evil Sorceress, so that's why Path of Assassin is quite a good emblem on him. Even when he's just bashing the tanks, but when he gets to the backline, yeah, he deals a little bit of damage. Yeah. So first strike increases White Tiger's unit damage by 40% and attack speed by 25%. Okay, so I'm curious, what is his attack speed? So it's 0.92 basic. Okay, so that is quite high. It's on par with some range units. So if we compare him with Hydra, for example, it's the same attack speed as Hydra. Okay, a little bit less than. Okay, it's faster than Basproot. Obviously, Gorgon is quite slow as well as Basilisk, and Wyvern is a little bit higher. So yeah, he's somewhere there. Okay, it's not the fastest, but it's rather fast for a single unit. Okay, so let's go through further. So White Tiger has a 70% chance to become immune to damage dealt by flying units. Okay, so he's good against the dragons. It's only 70% chance, so it's a random. It's basically RNG. Okay, it can happen or it can't. It's not 100%, but White Tiger becomes immune to stun and decreases the death of enemy units within a large range around it by 20%. So whenever you're playing against Dragon Golem, he is not going to get stopped. What I mean is White Tiger will just run to the backline. He's not getting stunned. However, he is still getting targeted by the backline, which you will see on the stream today. On top of that, he decreases enemies' defense by 20%. So it's a good unit, good debuffer as well. Okay, so he provides debuffs here and debuffs here. On top of that, strong damage on paper. And we move to the Plague Extermination. Okay, so Increases White Tiger's unit damage by 40%, so another skill that increases the damage. Increases White Tiger unit damage by 5%, unit damage reduction by 5%, and crit hit by 75 for every debuff the target has. And this is what goes well with Fortress faction, because every unit basically provides some kind of a debuff. It stacks up to 5 times. White Tigers cast Plague Extermination on enemy units with a small range, dealing damage equal to 120% of own attack to enemy units for every debuff they have. Okay, so if they go 3-4, that's gonna multiply. Cooldown is 30 seconds and pre-cooldown is 15 seconds. So yeah. Palliative debuffs include Slow, Bleed, Burn, Blind, Static, Plague Disease, and Turmoil. Okay, I don't think we have Turmoil explained yet. Okay, anyway, so this is why height comes in. So that's a fourth skill. It's a passive skill, and at the start of the battle, increases White Tiger's unit damage reduction by 120%. For the next 30 seconds, decrease White Tiger's unit damage reduction by 5% and increases attack speed by 4% every 2 seconds. So he is getting less tanky, but he is getting these auto attacks faster. If it is resurrected, the decrease in its unit damage reduction and increase in its attack speed are stacked afresh. That means basically he starts from fresh, so he starts with a maximum damage reduction and goes down, and the attack speed goes up. Okay, so it just basically starts from 0 when he gets resurrected or anything like that. Attacks have a 20% chance to inflict turmoil on the target unit for 5 seconds. White Tiger Spirit is triggered once every 7 seconds. Okay, so Turmoil, that's a new thing, I believe. When attacked by a melee unit, the attacker recovers 2% of the max HP. So this is where his self-healing comes. And that's what makes him quite a good dueler, okay? But this game is not about being a good 1v1, it's about how you can boost your team. Yeah. So Heated Hand is his domain skill. Okay, so when you get 3 fortress units deployed, increases all unit damage by 30% and penetration by 350. Okay, so this is what makes Path of Assassin so good, and he's got that built in. The first time White Tiger Spirit is cast, the Heated Hand domain forms, which expands as the skill levels up. The domain exists for 15 seconds. The domain forms once every 30 seconds after that. And now, the domain. Domain is very interesting. This is a very nice mechanism added to the game. So basically, it's like a clone. But let's read through and I'll explain to you guys what it actually does. So when the domain forms, White Tiger condenses its spirit into a friendly fortress unit other than White Tiger and summon creatures to fight for you. The spirit inherits 50% of the attack of the original unit, but takes 280% of the damage taken by the original unit and lasts for 15 seconds. Okay, so before we move further, let me explain that. It says here a friendly fortress unit. It should be units. It actually does clone all of the fortress units. Okay, so if you run in a full fortress formation, you will be cloning all of your fortress units except for Commander and the White Tiger himself. The spirit deals damage equal to 15% of max HP to all enemy units. Looks like they changed it a bit. Except champions unit too. It might be actually added during the production, because obviously this only includes the what is it called? Yeah, it will be added. Obviously, it there's only one champion unit at the moment for Fortress, so that's why it doesn't say it, but it will be added later on to actually include that. Maybe it actually will be on production server. Yeah, so the spirit deals damage equal to 15% of max HP to all enemy non-fortress units and deals 25 additional damage to conflicts units. While the domain is active, increases unit damage of all friendly non-conflicts units, so should be added later on when champions are in game, I guess. Yeah, I believe that as well. And unit damage reduction by 25%. This effect is double for fortress units, and additionally increase life drain of fortress units by 25%, tenacity by 300, and dodge by 500. see conflicting screen then from up to 7 goes game and photo stage is huge. Or maybe they let him go. Yeah, so we'll have a chance to see that John in the action. I didn't see this damage to be like quite huge, but yeah. But on the paper, his skills look strong, guys. Okay, and obviously Plague Strike, so I got that when they fighting against Plague units, 20 extra 22 damage. Okay, so yeah. So as you can see, 2 skins, basic skin and a 6-star skin, whichever you prefer. Also, the apparition looks like. Let's see if I actually got Tazer here. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys that in game just in a second. So we got the skills, we got the apparition. Okay, so the only thing I want to compare is like let's compare the stats of White Tiger against Evil Sorceress, because both of them are charges. Okay, they have different roles in the team. Okay, but let's see. So yeah, let's focus on the attack. Okay, obviously this might be a little bit different to the emblems and stuff, but he got 581,000 attack compared to Evil Sorceress 400. Okay, so he has more attack. The defense is 3861. 3861 against. Okay, so she's got a little bit more defense. HP is 5 million. 5.8 million compared to 6.6 million. So yeah, she's got much more HP and defense. He's got more attack. Attack speed is the same. Okay, I believe this is like the most important. So let's see, movement speed 120, and he's good movement speed of 120 as well. Yeah. So the awakening that come once every half a year. How is that? I don't think so. With all the gloves and coming awakening, Tazar should be once again strong. Maybe they won't be shining. They're good to awaken. Yeah, sadly I can't test the awakened Wyvern as I said, so this is another thing that will boost Tazar performance. So anyway, we got that covered. So I'm gonna show you guys before we actually do some meta testing. Basically, let me show you guys how this domain works and his skills as well. You could see it on the video, okay, that I've posted. Just a small teaser basically to show you guys his skills and what his domain actually does. So let's just do that. Okay, and let's fight against Astro. Obviously, yeah, let's put as much healing as possible. Just make sure I have the domain on, because I've been doing these faction wars and stuff like that. Okay, so no artifacts, no roster, just a domain to show you guys how these skills actually work in the game. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. You can't really have a lot of healing against Taza, but out of his ultimate you can still heal a little bit, and this is what I'm aiming for. Okay, so let's first see how much damage he actually deals to Dragon Golem, because he is, according to the skills, he is quite good against single unit. I can say it like that. Yeah. So his domain is the only domain that actually, well, the skill actually happens at 10 seconds into the fight. As you can see, this is the clone, okay? And the thing with that clone is when the clone disappears, it triggers the death triggers, which is petrify. As you will see, the golem should get petrified, so he's not moving. And also procs Gorgon's buff, which is increase he looks like Paw Patrol, yeah. which also can increase the attack speed. You will see that the Gorgon is actually attacking a little bit faster with it. So this is basically his the main clone thing. So it clones all of the units. It doesn't clone just one unit. It does all of them. Yeah, as you can see, a clone here, clone of Gorgon, and clone of Basilisks. Okay, let's speed it up. So he alone is actually doing a good job taking chunks of HP of that Dragon Golem. Whoa, thank you, Lars. This is my first donation ever. Yeah, the beast. So yeah, basically when he clones the unit, he also this unit also clones the abilities of the unit. So the Venom Spore, sorry, the Spore is actually spawning a lot. As you can see, this is the clone damage. Clone damage is, as you can see, not that high, but it's 15 seconds only and 3% damage in total damage down. So that's quite good, yeah. I think that this is a flaw, cloning all the units and they will nerf it. Cloning Hydra, Puff, POG, yeah. So as you can see, his damage, quite a lot of wasp rolls, yeah. So it adds up. Look at these wasps. This is how many we had. Yeah. Look at all that. It's quite an extensive list, yeah. Okay, let's see the damage he's done to the Dragon Golem. Oh my god, this never ended. Yeah, so quite high here, through damage. So basically he outdamaged the Wasp Rod, yeah, during that fight. Sadly he can't clone himself, but there's another thing that I want to see, and we'll check it after everything. If Draken can double that, okay, so there might be a nice mechanic with the Draken. So this is how his skill works. So now I'm gonna show you guys what formations I'm gonna test. I'm gonna test 3 formations tonight, okay? Because there are different people, well, there are different wallets playing. Let's say it. Okay, so we have whales, we have dolphins, and we get regular players who actually enjoy the game without spending anything. Obviously, if you got Tazar, then you either spend some money on the game, or you got him from a lucky snatch. Did you get a chance to check DC with Tiger in the formation? No, Adrian, I did not. I only played with a Tazar formation, but at the end of the stream, obviously, if we got time, I'll test whatever you guys want me to test. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so the first formation I'm gonna test is basically like what I've been given from the community. It's like the whale formation when it comes to Tazar, and this is formation that I don't like because it basically includes most of the OP units. So this is what they say is currently like the best formation available, and you'll see why I don't like it, because there's no chance any of non-whales actually can have this kind of formation. Okay, and it also doesn't look like a fortress formation. Basically, it's get all the strongest units, mash them up together, and run it as a Tazar. Okay, so but still, this is something that we need to check. Okay, because it's obviously the strongest Tazar formation available. Okay, so as you can see, Tazar running with the OP units, which is Dragon Golem, Judy, best support units in the game, Black Dragon with Evil Sorceress and Medusa with maxed out weapon, obviously, and you got 3 units. So basically, you buff boosting the damage of White Tiger with 3 units and boosting damage of Evil Sorceress with 3 units. Okay, so this is like in your face formation basically, but 1% of the community will run it. Okay, so this is the first formation that I'm gonna test. The other one is basically if you're running Tazar as your secondary tips, which means you're not even invested as heavily. So what I've been suggested to run, well, let me just read the chat. Will say Gorgon is better fit than Blood unless you want to enhance. Yeah, this is the reason, Adrian, to enhance the Evil Sorceress. So another formation that I've been suggested to run is, I don't play Tazar, but if you run him as a secondary team, which means you don't have access to Dragon Golem and Judy because you're using them somewhere else. Yeah, so what I've been told is this will look actually more like that. Yeah, so you'll be actually using the tanks. Yeah, so we're gonna run 3 tanks. Okay, been told that the Wyvern might not be the best choice. Okay, but with Awakening, she might have some potential, so we don't know that yet. So obviously, if you run Dragon Mutare, you can be using Evil Sorceress in that team. And obviously you won't be using Medusa, and you have no access to Judy. Okay, so this is basically why. But if you don't have access to Judy and you're actually not running Kilgore, you have access to that. Okay, so this is what I've been suggested to run as a secondary Tazar, which means it's not your main Tazar, you're just using what you have left, which basically means adding Troll. Okay, so this will be the second formation. And the third one, which I like the most, not because it's the strongest one, but the one that is actually fair, okay? Because I like these faction formations. I don't like having 6 different factions in one formation, because these units are OP and everyone is using them. Okay, I don't like meta like that, and so what I've been suggested to run is basically as running that. Okay, so this is where you have access to Judy, but obviously you're no whaling, and you want to run a full Tazar comp. Okay, so this will be a second formation that I'll be running. And Behemoth between Gorgon and Basilisk. Yeah, I'll adjust that. It's just me showing what units I'll be using. Yeah, so this is what I'll be using, and I believe this will be the best showcase of Tazar strength, because if you're playing Tazar, you should have access to these units. Okay, this is like a cheaper main version of Tazar. Yeah, so this is what I'll be running. I'll be playing against Astral, Dragon Mutare, Kassamba, Kilgore, and Ziren, basically. Sadly, Gem is not a form. Gem is and Rampart are rather weak currently. Yeah, so we're gonna have that. Emblems. I've tested a little bit of emblems, but not too much in depth so far. Path of Assassin is performing the best, and I explained that on Discord already. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run class 3 emblem sets of the main carries, which will be like White Tiger, Evil Sorceress, Troll, Devil, all the units that can carry the game alone. So they'll be using plus 3 casted emblems. Utility units will be using plus 0 emblems, because this is what happens mostly on my server. No one invests in utility emblems. And defensive units will be running a plus 0 emblems as well, because only couple of players actually invest in these emblems that high. Usually when you play the game, you have like 2 sets of Path of Assassin, and that's it. And this is what's gonna happen in each formation. There'll be only like 2 sets of plus 3 Path of Assassin emblems. Okay, so that's emblems covered. Talents is a set, about 20,000 talents on each unit. Some of them have a little bit above because they've been lucky. Yeah, so let's start. Let's see how he performs against the meta. Okay, I had no chance to test it except for the faction wars that I've done, and these were run without any artifact rosters and even without emblems. Okay, so all of these units behave a little bit different with emblems. Okay, some of them become OP. So let's start with that formation. Okay, so it is simple non-whalish. Okay, it's basically only 2 ultra rare units, which if you play this game long enough, you should be able to have. Okay, 2 ultra rares are within the reach of a normal player. So we got 2 domains in this formation, and then we're gonna play against Astral. That is not going to get beefy. Okay, this will be just a 2 ultra rares Astral. But where are lives so vital? Yeah, it's okay. Someone who cannot win from Tazar Precedent is like button. River and Serpent just die too fast in this meta. Put Serpent Fly under backup. That is true, Toll. It's the problem when you don't have Judy in your team. Some units just disappear quickly. Okay, so let's play against standard Astral. So Holy Trinity. They're pretty simple. Okay, so this is like strongest Astral while also being a budget, because I would replace that with Seer. So let's see how this formation does against Astral. Okay, so first let's make sure. So what I want to do is I'll swap White Tiger around to see how it performs, and then I'm gonna put White Tiger here and I'll let him go through the backlane. Let's go first some standard testing. Yeah, at the end of the stream I'll do the tests for everyone who wants it if we still got time. Okay, so let's go. You could obviously put Paladin there instead of one of these fortress units, but I want to test as many fortress units as possible. Okay, because obviously, guys, keep in mind that all this testing will look different on your server. There are different players using different artifacts. They have all different powers invested in different units, so you'll be fighting against weaker, stronger enemies, and it's all gonna work differently on your server than it works on a test server, because in test server I'm fighting against myself. Okay, let's go. Let's see this formation. This is not the strongest Tazar formation. This is what I noticed that you guys are asking for different units. Yeah, I would add them, but what we want to see is basically how they perform. As you can see, all these clones, all of these units are getting cloned. The damage is there. Okay, the problem with Tazar setup is the tanks. They are not the strongest tanks in the game. Basilic, when he get awakened, he might actually be quite good. Yeah, so this is the front line dying and everything following after that. So that's against Astral. Turn alt ultimates off. I'll do that. No, Pack. Thank you for suggesting that. Let's just turn that off. No battle too big, no pub too small. Oh, is the G2 stuff Naga. Ivica, we will change the formations. I'm just running this one to show you guys how this performs. Obviously, I'm gonna change that formation. I just showed 3 different formations. Hold on, guys. I need to change the settings. That should be it, yeah. Now Pack is that. So that was with him actually attacking that drop of units. Now we're gonna swap him, and he's going to attack Dragon Golem. Yeah, I think it's the bottom one. I don't usually turn that off. Yeah, so as you can see, Gorgon's dying again, okay, because as some people mentioned, she's more like an off tank. Okay, so we go White Tiger down. So we want to do that, okay, but anyway, let's also put White Tiger here, okay, so now he has access to the backline, and this is what you want with your charges, okay, and Dragon Golem is usually stunning too many effects to give you a seizure. Ignas, I think that DG actually got quite low. Look at his HP, yeah, he's getting a lot of damage from Hydra. So as you can see, he didn't get stunned, okay, he just went for the backline straight on. So let's see how much damage he actually does to the backline. Well, yeah, the Astral has Trinity. So this is basically what we are testing against. Okay, so this is the strongest, well, the strongest. This is basically the only setup that Astral runs. Okay, there's nothing you can change except for actually making it stronger. Yeah, so in that case, in that scenario, yeah, let's see the damage here. Okay, so White Tiger die quick. Okay, because the problem with any charger against Astral is as soon as you get to the back row, you're gonna get demolished. So Tal, scroll down to ghosts, please. Okay, so let's see the ghosts again. Let me just turn off all of the animations to make it as clean as possible. And Tal, I will test it with Dragon Golem as well, so don't worry about it. I'll show you guys the strongest formation for Tazar. I'm just trying to show you guys how the full fortress formation looks like. Yes, you can see all these clones here. Yeah, just like casual diamonds count. So that's basically Naga winning the fight. Yeah, so he only lasted 31 seconds, but this time around he's done much more damage. Yeah. So anyway, this is against Astral. Let's move to another one, and then I'm gonna move to another formations as well. So guys, keep in mind this is a formation that is going to get only stronger within the stream. Okay, so that's us playing against obviously a very strong Naga. It didn't shoot Petrify while Astra got all his units awaken and Naga with weapon. Tazar is still missing some core upgrades. That is also a good point code. Okay, so that was against Astral. Let's play against some basic. Okay, this is going to be a basic. This is not going to be the strongest Dragon Mutara team because I will fight. Okay, John, let me do that for you first before we move on. Also, you want me to scroll the damage chart showing you these unit damage. Okay, but also that guy's immune to to weapon. I think she's immune to stun, but if petrify also behaves like a stun, so she will be immune to that too. Also, I can just change. Let me change the seed a little bit. It's a little too late now. Yeah, I can do it by doing that. Okay, so it's going to be a little different now. That's how you change the seed. Okay. What do you mean it's not taking damage? It does take a lot of damage actually, but it's healing. This is the problem. It's actually restoring that HP. So you can see that Dragon Golem, look, he's taken 61% of the damage, total damage from the team. So, John, yeah, let's go through. Do you want true damage or you want normal damage of these things? Yeah. So as you can see, that is the clone. Yeah. Regeneration HP, no healing, exactly. True damage. Okay. So this is the true damage chat. So as you can see, only 1% by 15 seconds. So this is how much damage they do. Yeah, okay, that's done. Let's go with this formation, okay, basic formation against basic Dragon Mutara, which will not be OP. We'll play OP formations at the end as well. Yeah, I thought it's going to be a little bit more damage, but the problem is most of the clones die quite easily to the Naga spam and AoE. No, John, you okay, guys? So you need to be a little patient. This is basically a weak formation, and it's only gonna get stronger. Yeah. So dungeon, yeah. Let's play dungeon now. So again, this is going to be a simple formation. Okay. So basically, if you have same if you're playing against the same level of a player, okay. So only 2 ultra rare units in that formation. And I'm gonna use very old unit that people don't use anymore. Okay, so this is again, it's a simple formation that will probably cost you the same amount of money as that formation. Okay, a little bit more because obviously you would replace that eventually. You could even put it something else here, but let's keep it here. Okay, so very similar. Let's just change these domains. Obviously, it's against Judy. Yeah. Remove Angel. Yeah. Oh yes, I forgot that this is something that most of the Dragon Mutara teams run. They run 3 tanks to get Black Dragon buff himself as much as possible. Is that true, guys? This is basically like a basic, yeah. This is like a basic Dragon Mutara. Yeah. This is what I'm against on my server. 3 tanks plus most of that. Obviously, this is getting replaced, guys. This is a unit that not many Dragon Mutara uses anymore. But let's keep it in that case scenario because we want to make sure this Tazer formation cost around the same as that one. Tal, all this extra formation will be shown a little bit later on the stream. Because if I do all of that now, I won't be able to test everything that I want to test today and show you guys. Yeah, so the things that we can notice straight after is Wyvern is not very useful. Gorgon dies very quick. Okay, so there's a tanks missing on the side of Tazar, and this is why you bring other tanks. But as you can see, look at that. Okay, it's doing quite good. Yeah, but okay, so we can see Tazar losing here, but look how much damage he actually done. Okay, he's basically killed all the carries. There's only Black Dragon left. So keep in mind, while we losing, it still shows that Tazar has potential, and obviously you can only improve this formation that I'm using currently. Yeah, so against Dragon Mutar, much better than Astral. Yeah, look at his damage, 70% of the damage, of the team damage. You're right, I can even remove the Paladin, because it actually increases the number of... so basically we got 1 SSR, 2 SSR units, and 2 commanders, and here we have 1, 2, 3 SSI units, so I can actually remove that and just basically play it like that. But then let's just put SR unit. So we got SR unit, SR plus, and we got SR plus, SR plus, SR. Okay. Back then it used to one shot. I wonder what happened to Hydra. We're gonna see that again in slow motion. Okay, so it's fair now. Just 2 tanks. Let's see that again. This Hydra is not awakened, guys. Sorry, this Wyvern is not awakened. I couldn't awaken it in time because the underground did not reset. Oh, we got him to the back line. So without Paladin, so basically this is the same amount of money spending required. Tazar wins, yeah. Looks like a baby dragon, yeah. So Wyvern, 16 seconds, yeah. Not the greatest. Chaos Hydra this time round, turn the tides, okay. So wallet wise, same amount of money spent, and Tazar beats Dragon Mutara. Okay, so let's move, well, let's do one more thing, okay, let's see which champion unit. Okay, so let's do it that way. So we're gonna change everything, yeah, this is what I've done in Faction Wars as well. So we're gonna see which champion, well, which ultra rare unit has a more impact when it gets to the backline, yeah. So this is what we're gonna do now. So White Tiger is gonna go through the top lane to the backline, and Evil Sorceress is gonna go through the bottom line. And as many of you know, Evil Sorceress can do and will kill the back, should kill the backline quite easily. But obviously I'm not gonna watch her, I want to watch Tiger. We are showing the Tiger. So Tigers run into the Judy, and Evil Sorceress run into the Passport. That's the difference. So Judy's down. So maybe if actually we change that and put S and T in same open line next. You want them to clash? Well, that was very faction dependent. Now I'm thinking it may work as a charger unit for other factions. John Robinson, I'm not gonna test a White Tiger with any other faction at the moment. Maybe at the end of the stream if we still got time. Okay, so but before I do that, let's put them against. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. So Evil Sorceress will run against Judy as well, and then I'm gonna do Naopak's favor, and I'm gonna put them against each other. Yes, Tal, this is what the impression I got so far. White Tiger is better in the midst over here in the clash than going for the backline. He is not doing the greatest damage as alone. Okay, he is the tank shredder who should help here. As you can see, much better results when they just clash together. That jelly should have taken like 3 seconds to get killed on an open lane like that. Yeah, so better keep him shredding the tanks. As you can see, this damage is still good. Yeah, 3 damage is quite good, but he is not taking these units to the backline as fast as he should. Okay, so as I said, fan favor, let's do it. Let's make them clash together. Let's see who is the winner of that one, and then we're gonna move to another hero, which will be Casambel. Okay, and yeah. Very close. Almost. So basically, this is the thing. Evil Sorceress has an immunity that happens every so often, and White Tiger has a 70% chance to be immune to the damage of a flying unit. So if you're lucky with RNG, he can basically get less damage done. But well, he gets only a chance to get 70%. He gets 70% chance to get immune to the damage. He doesn't take 70 damage reduction. Right, so let's move to another hero. So again, we're gonna put him against similar level. Let's do that here. Against a similar level Casambel. Okay, so it's not going to be like OP Casambel with 3 ultra rares. It's still going to be only Casambel with 2 ultra rare units. However, keep in mind that Casambel has a lot of awakenings. Okay. So if I put a line like that, okay, this line is a killer line, okay. What's with head fortress and headbutts? It's not cloning or biting his enemies. Rolling a demon or headbutting. Yeah, I think he will definitely work in a well setting in other factions to kill frontlines. If they were a tank killer, I should be able to take down DG. It's clearly not capable. I will see that as well. Ignis, don't worry. Imagine Cole has a hell skill. As you know, some commanders have a faction that can try to look out. I think it's so awesome. Okay, so basically this line during the faction wars, which you guys will have chance to see on Tuesday, this line is it's very strong. Okay, and you will see that here. So we got that. We got mermaid. So keep in mind, every formation that we are fighting against has Judy. Okay, so after that, I'm gonna test formations that don't have Judicator. I'm gonna test secondary Tazar against secondary team formations, and then at the end, oh sorry, I didn't change that unit yet. Yeah, I wouldn't put Shark. Okay, so this is going to be an angel. It's not going to be a Holy Trinity per se, because that would. Well, I'm looking here for angel, yeah, because that would unbalance that. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3 SSR units, 2 plus 3 plus R, okay, and 2 ultra rare units. So it is going to be a more expensive than Tazar formation, where we only have 2 SSR and 3 SR plus SR units. So it is more expensive, so keep that in mind. You will need to spend more diamonds to play that Casambel. And this because he revives. Okay, so let's go with Shark then. Okay, let's make it more call focused. Okay, but I will still use yeah. Okay, so let's go with that. All domains are up. Remember, guys, that also these fights will look different if I were using the artifacts. However, due to the level of the artifacts I have on this account. Okay, so this is what I said. As you can see, Hydra is down. Okay, the reason for that is running that Casambel setup with Ragnar and Archer in the line with Seer and the Fishy. I need to see. I think it's on. But yeah. So again, as you can see, guys, this is a very close fight, okay? Even if we lose these fights, but we can see how close they are, that means there's only an improvement that can be done to this formation, because this is a basic formation that I'm using here against another basic formations. So you can only go stronger here. So let's see if Judicator is on. Ivan, the domain might be on, but there's no animation because I turned them off, okay? So yeah, this is it. As you can see, still doing quite a lot of damage in 28-second window, okay? In 28-second window, he's done more damage than almost triple damage of the Vasprot. Okay, and he's done almost same, well, only half, more than a half of damage of Ragnar Seer, who lasted 74 seconds. So he did a lot of damage, and he was against a tank. This is what he's good at. He's good at shredding the tanks. Okay, so while he's a charger unit, yeah. Sadly, I see a lot of Cov nowadays with DC and a good synergy with DC's ability. We'll test against that later on. As I said, I want to have a similar level of investment in these teams that we're playing against. So, yeah, so that is the kill line, the asset. Okay, this is what makes Cov so strong. And let's just double check it that Judy's domain is on. Yes, it is. So now. So Hydra died so easily, yeah, let's just change these lines. Let's swap them and see what kind of difference it makes. Okay, so Hydra is going to survive longer now, and this might be why the this Tazar formation lost previously, because Hydra is still the second main damage dealer. So yeah, we lost only Serpent at the start, which is not the greatest here, because all these bubbles. So Wyvern as well. So as you can see, Wyvern is not in a good place currently. Okay, this is going to be a clash of titans. Obviously, there's little wasps helping, but I think the Tazar frontline is not tanky enough to give Waspro and Hydra the sustain to do damage. Yes, this is Tal. This is exactly what I got as a conclusion here. And I'll try to do like some highlight at the end of the stream. Tazar needs better tanks. This is why you bring Gorax. I'll try tickling only the bottom special effect box. Okay, I'll do that. Gorax, can you do me a favor and use boost initial mana Tazar needs ult as fast as possible? I can, but I didn't want to do it because of how imbalanced that will be towards other heroes. This is why I'm not using any marks. So we're looking for mana. Oops, no, to that slot. Was that air or water? Can't remember. Yeah, we'll do that at the end to cast that. Okay, so oh, Kingstore buffs. Okay, let's do that. Oops, that's not here. But that is going to make him a little bit stronger than other heroes. Yeah, I'll do it at the end because I want to see a fair environment here. If I do it now and the defensive unit doesn't get that, it will be a little bit off. It will be a little bit off during the test. I'll do that at the end when we'll test the whale formation, okay? So let's do that this time around. Okay, so we want. Okay, I'm gonna avoid all that burst, and I'm gonna. Oh, I should have put shark there as well. Yeah, so as you can see, when he's in the back line, he's not actually doing too much damage. I still prefer him in a line alongside with Hydra to dish out as much damage as possible. Yeah, so he is. Oh, that's good now, Pack. So basically, what he does excels at shredding tanks. Okay, much better here than actually going for the backline. Okay, so that was against 12 to 6. I think I should go. So let's move on. That was Castle. Now we're gonna play against Kilgore. Okay, so this is basically what is the current meta. 4 teams that can really put you up high, and I don't like Kilgore's suicide team. I really don't like it. Yeah, so 2 ultra rare units. Okay, so this is again, this is going to be against a similar value. Yeah. Well, against Judy, which gets a shield at first strike and is immune to a damage of 20. Yeah, Adrian, that is a good point as well. So I'm missing 2 units. Okay, it can be an SSI unit. Because we got 2 SSI units and he's got 2, so yeah, it can't be SSI unit. I can use teleport to kill backline better. 3 Yeah, let's put rock, which is kind of weird. Okay, and we got 1 more spot, so I'm gonna put. Okay, so what would I put here? It can't be an SSI unit. It can be SR plus though. Could be another tank. Any suggestions, guys? What would you put here? Pitfint. Ooh, that's interesting. Fish. That's even better. Okay, Spartan. So basically, you want to run suicide team. Okay, that's fine. Let's do that. I can do that. I can replace. So let's do that formation, and I'm gonna replace. Yeah, let's go with fish. I will go fish. I don't like suicide. Hold on, Spartan. Yeah. Yes or no? I was supposed to go with fish. Keep in mind this fish has a max out weapon as well. Yeah, so that's better. SR plus. Okay, so similar wallet wise. Okay, and as someone as again mentioned, I am gonna replace them. Cyclops and Rock in the same line. I am going to replace that thingy, Dragonfly, with what's it called? A lizard, 6-star weapon lizard in the same fight. Yeah, I got it maxed out as well. Oh, hold on, guys, I didn't do the domains. That's without the domains, guys. So yeah, I need to switch the domains. Yes. So I will swap that Dragonfly as well. Just let's do this formation first. so we can compare it to others. So we got that, and we got Lord of the Wilderness. Also, is Spartan Brasco would control once rampaged anyway. Yes, serpents suck. So you guys don't like serpents? They are quite useful. But yeah, I'll go the lizard. I'll put lizard as well. The reason I'm using him here is they use Darkness Embrace Emblem because of the attack speed, so they stack that quite fast. Okay, so Troll should rampage just after that. Or even faster now, okay. So Troll rampages. And the game is over. But look at the damage done, okay? But this is the problem with Troll, and this is why people play Troll. Yeah, that's a Berserker with 6-star weapon as well. So keep in mind that is a 6-star weapon as well. Yeah. So that's why he's so high on the damage. So keep in mind this formation might be a little bit more expensive than that formation. So Tiger only lasted 30 seconds. Hydra's done the most of the damage. These clones, they seems okay, but look at the damage they do. That is only 0.2%. So yeah, 6 units down. This is the thing, see guys, it's not about winning the fight. It's actually, well, obviously it is about winning the fight, but you guys play it differently than I do, and on that test I'm just showing you guys that it actually works out, okay? White Tiger brings a lot to the table to Fortress formation. So now we're gonna have that. The top faction have such a good weapons. I feel like Tazar is behind mostly because he has really bad weapons by comparison. This is true, okay? So, problem with Tazar is, so far, and let's note it, bad tanks, okay? Both of these tanks, not the greatest. Wyvern, useless. Okay, not enough damage done, and dies quite quickly. Waspro needs awakening. Okay, Lizard. Okay, this is it basically. Okay, so we need weapons. Okay, Tazar needs weapon over here. These units need weapon. Hydra is really strong damage dealer, but no weapon. Maybe when she gets a weapon, she'll be on par with Naga, because Naga's weapon is making a huge difference. Naga, even without emblems, can carry the fight alone, and you'll see that on Tuesday. Okay, so I swapped in these guys, Lizardmen. So as you can see, this is the problem. Wyvern just dies. Okay, this is actually a Cyclop killing her. And we know Cyclop actually has a big burst potential. So now we got one tank down, leaves us with only Gorgon tanking. Troll is going to enrage as we speak, and he is just going to demolish. As you can see, this line is barely making it. Almost there, guys. Just a little. Just a little damage missing on that Troll. Yeah, so this is a big Troll, by the way. Yes, Cyclop weapon is maxed out as well. Okay, so this is it. Let's put that guy here, okay? Is he going to go to the Troll's line? No, he's going to go here. Okay, let's see if he actually gets to Troll. What happens? What 4 needs is better tank. That is true. They really struggle with the tank, but the thing is, we are playing in Judicator. Of course, Suicide Kilgore is stronger, but I don't like that to be shown on the street. Well, it doesn't provide us with any info really on the fight. Yeah, if we finish that fight in 10 seconds, it doesn't show us how Tazar performs in this scenario. Troll's the best damaged. Yeah, so look at that. He's at the back line, and he can or he can't. No, he can't. He can't kill that Troll. So as you can see, even though this Tazar formation is losing, I believe White Tiger really improves that. I mean, We lose, but we lose so close. Okay. I've seen enough for now. Was really wondering about the skills. They're kind of harsh to test setups here because every server is different and stuff. Thanks Gorax to show me. Yeah, so it's very hard to show it, but I'm only gonna improve this setup during the stream. Okay, I might actually stream a little longer today because I know a lot of Fortress people are actually looking forward to it, to testing that guy. Okay, so let's finish up this. Okay, actually that is the first set, the first formation against all that. First, just missing so many upgrades at the moment, mostly SR plus awakens key weapon as well. Yes, exactly. So, but the thing is, this formation can only get better. Okay, we can have a weapon here, we can have an awakening and a weapon here. Weapon here, obviously awakening and weapon here. Awakening and weapon. Okay, so improvements. Now pack, yes, I'll test Iron Golem weapon alongside with airship next weekend. Can you put in a... Okay, so you just want me to put in Tazar formation, you want me to put Evil Sorceress. Okay, so that means I also need to change that. And after that, guys, after this fight, I'm gonna do the first quiz. I'll do the first quiz. So 2 winners will have a chance to win 500 diamonds. And the quiz has an answers A, B, C, D. So the only thing you need to put on the chat is an answer A, B, C, or D. So after that fight, I'm gonna count to 5, and you're guys gonna see the question on your screen. Let me just prepare that. That's question 1. Yes. We will meet again, Latins. Yeah. So look for the science. Without White Tiger, this formation has no place. Okay, so okay guys, so get ready, prepare yourself. First question of today is gonna show on your screen in 5 seconds. I'm gonna count to 5, but before I'm just gonna tell the rules to everyone that is new here. So basically, a question pops. Everyone has a chance to answer. If you answer correctly, the first 2 people to answer correctly on my chat, you probably can see the chat on the stream, they will win 500 diamonds. The only thing I'll need from you is, if I don't have that info already, because of the most viewers, I actually have that info already because they are very often on my streams. I'll need you to copy the ID from your profile and the server you play. It's the only requirement that I'll need from you to send out the diamonds. The diamonds will arrive by Friday. Okay, so keep that in mind. They're not gonna arrive on your account straight away. So guys, I'm gonna count to 5 seconds. Focus, and you're gonna have first question of the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see the correct answer. So the correct answer is A. So, oh my god, so many people. Okay, I'm not used to that. So Jimbo D. Ivicia is the first winner with a correct answer. And then we got a mystical YT. Okay, I hope you guys can see it on the screen. This is what it looks on my screen. So we got Yojimbo, Ivicia, and now pack with answer B, which is an ultimate, not the domain. And we got mystical with an A, which is a second answer. And just after that, look at all that. Tal, Fiesti, Chau, Bobo, Hadris. Okay, so yeah, great job, guys. There will be a chance to get it again. It looks like that on your screen, Blobble. Okay, it looks different on my screen. Yes, Ivica, I got your ID. I only need mystical ID. Guys, if it looks like your second, it only looks like that on your screen. On my screen is a little bit different. Okay, probably you are first on your screen. So sorry about that, because that's how it looks. Okay, so let me get Ivica's ID quickly. Yeah, so just making sure Ivica EU48, that's correct. Mystical, I need I need to know what server exactly, like EU50, EU20, stuff like that. Okay, so that's the first question. Yes, EU48. So I got your info, Ivica, that's fine. Let's do that. Okay, so we're back in game. This is a second formation that I'm gonna test today. So basically, this is what happens when you don't have access to Judicator. So basically, let's say you play Astral as your main team, or you play Evil Sorceress with Holy Trinity, Dragon Mutara with Holy Trinity. Okay, so you don't have access. Thank you, Mystical. Let me just copy that quickly. Yes, exactly. So if you don't have access, and this is what we're gonna test now, we're gonna test all formations that don't have access to Judy. So my opponents will not have access to Judicator as well. Okay, so a fair grant. So again, 2 ultra rares, but this time around no Judy, and obviously no Dragon Golem as well. This is the rule. Okay, so you don't have access to these 2 units because you run them somewhere else, because they are too versatile to have them here. So this is again a very strong formation, to be honest, guys, with Troll in Tazar. Okay, and this is achievable. Okay, it only costs you a little bit, because you only need to purchase these 2 units. Okay, this is the only units that will cost you real life money. Yeah, this is what I took off Vivern, and I've put Cyclope in. Okay, believe he will be a much better addition instead of Vivern in that team. And we're gonna play again. We're gonna play against Kilgore, but this time Kilgore doesn't have Judy. Okay. So if Kilgore doesn't have Judy, what will Kilgore run, guys? Will he run Ice Demon? Is that a viable option for Kilgore if he doesn't have Judy? So, oh, how I'm doing that? Oh, that's with mouse wheel. I didn't know that. Okay, so is this something you guys will... So, to all these Kilgore players around here, you don't have access to Judy. You don't have access to Dragon Golem. Would you do that? Kitty time. Yeah, I always get confused. Okay, let's do that. Okay, let's do that formation. So we need to change that into the Frost domain. Okay, so no Judy this time around. So that means all of these units will. No, Tal. The problem is, let's say you don't have access to Dragon Golem and you don't have access to Judy. Okay, the 2 most versatile units, and you probably use them in your main formation. This is basically when you run in Tazar as a second formation. This is for those guys that don't main Tazar. And then we're gonna run a formation. After all these tests, we'll run a formation that is only for the whales. Okay, so we'll run like the best formations possible. Yeah, because if you run Astral as a main, you won't be having a Dragon Golem and Judy available for any other team. Okay, so it's Troll versus Troll. Okay, the screen is too small. I can't show it. Okay, Berserker behind Fish. Now let's do Jax. Okay, so that was a very close fight. I forgot to show the damage done. Let me quickly just do that fight again, and then I'm gonna follow Jax rolls feedback. So I'll put Berserkers behind Fish and use Dwarves. Okay, so yeah, very close fight. Okay, so no bad for White Tiger. So hold on, that was put Zerker behind Fish. That formation, okay. So, but if I do that, there will only be one commander on that side, which will make it unfair. Yeah, that's actually Awaken. Okay, so that's good. I think the reason for that was Hydra actually died quite quickly compared to Cyclops, which lasted till the end. Okay, so a little bit different formation. Okay, so it's only one commander unit on Kilgore team, which might be actually not the most fair environment. As you can see, Hydra dies in about 15 seconds. This is why she only did so much damage. Yeah, so with one commander, we got Troll and Raging. Now it's Cyclop and Troll against Cyclop and Troll. That Troll is down. Yeah, let's not go DC yet. I could, okay, but let's not actually test that many Kilgore formations, okay? This is not a Kilgore test, guys. This is a Fortress test. Okay, so we're going back to Casambo. So yeah, Casambo with no Judy. So again, this is a kill line. I really like it. So if we don't have Judy, we'll use DC. Okay, this is what makes this formation so strong. As these two units can get enemies so low that this guy can proc it quite fast. Okay, this is a very strong combination. And blah blah blah. One more. Let's put that guy in. I don't like Shark Tamer at this level of play because he is falling off. Usually let's put Casamble, but just to make it, it's a secondary team, okay? So obviously you want to run as much as possible here, as much as KOF units as possible. So we got Ocean Fury and we got Silent Graveyard. Okay, let's see how that plays out. So again, same issue, the tanks just die. But he's alive. The tiger is alive. Okay, so no bad, guys. Tazar as a secondary team so far is quite good. If we live in a world when there's no Dragon Golem or where there's no Judy. Okay, so now I forgot to test that. Since there's no Judy, let's see how much damage does Tiger do to the backline without Judy, because Judy provides a lot of damage mitigation. Wow, the fight just finished. So it's basically Troll carrying over one. Cyclops does a lot too. Okay, so let's move from Casambel. So yeah, Casambel is getting ass kicked in this setup because, as people are saying, Stronghold Troll is effective against Casambel. So let's move to another hero. So we move to Casambel. Okay, let's go to Dragon Mutare again. Okay, so in what makes Dragon Mutare so superior to other heroes currently is Dragon Mutare can run basically any unit into her formation, and this is why she is so versatile and so strong. But she is also in a bad spot when it comes to only these units. The only units that really matter are these 3 units, right? This is the core currently. Everything else is not meaningful at the moment. Red Dragon is a bad state as well. He's basically a Wyvern. Demon Burst when there is no Judy on enemy team. Too strong. We'll see. Put gem around parts so that forces can win so much. Hey, we won. We won some fights. Even if we lost them, we were still very close. Okay, so if you don't have access to... Okay, that is going to be interesting. So you don't have access to Judy and Dragon Golem. What would you run in Dragon Mutare? What faction would you run? Please don't tell Troll. Because I would run, but it's going to be an outdated team. As a second SSR, I would probably... Okay, DC and Necro, that is actually... Mermaid Turtle. Okay, so you guys got a couple good ideas, yeah? So let's go with Cove faction. There's 2 votes on Cove. 2 votes on Cove. After Cove, we're gonna run and... Okay, Green Dragon is a good choice here too, as it has... So you want to check that? Okay, so I'll do that, guys. Okay, let's focus on Cove. Then we're gonna go with DC, and we'll go with Fortress units. Okay, so Seer, Dragon Turtle, and Mermaid, and that leaves us with 1 more spot, and it can't be SSI unit because we have 3 SSI units. We've got 2 commanders. We'll do that Tal in the next scenario, okay? Because I can't make this team too strong. These teams has to be fair. So yeah, I'll run fish here. Yeah, fish, that's what. Yeah, good idea. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so 2 commanders max, okay, in these scenarios. When we get to the whale scenario, we're gonna just run 4. How many commanders we really want? So Tiger is alive, okay? Well, as fish, same line. Okay, let's change that. Well, let me just see the damage then. So White Tiger is doing quite good, okay? He is out damaging that here, obviously 0. Okay, so S fish and seer, same line. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Okay, let's try that again. Let's see if it's an improvement, because Dragon Mutara lost. We don't need to play against Rampart, we can win against Dragon Mutara. Because this is the thing with Dragon Mutara. She is so powerful on production server because you can mix and match her with every faction. And this is what makes her so strong. You can play Troll in it, you can play Dragon Golem, Judicator, basically everything goes into Dragon Mutara. Whatever unit is released, you can play it with Dragon Mutara. And this is why she is so versatile and so strong. But when you don't have access to Judy and Dragon Golem, she is... Okay, so we win. The second option that people want me to check was with DC. Okay, so that means I'm gonna take both Sia, Fishy, that guys. Okay, but if I put DC, sorry, I can't read that name. But if I put DC, what other units do you want me to put? Because we're missing a second tank. Okay, I'm waiting for an answer from because I can't really spell that name. I think it would be fair to put Minotaur? Lich and Zombie, okay, that's interesting. So Zombie has a maxed out weapon as well. I haven't had a chance to actually test that weapon. I'm so sad about it. Okay, so we got 3 and I'm missing 1 more unit. So, okay guys. So Harpy performs better than Manticore at the current level. Is that correct? Thank you, John, for your donation. Good night. Hope you have a nice night, and your daughter, I'll let you go sleep as soon as possible. Okay, so okay, only if she has 3 lines. So let's go with something that doesn't have 3 lines. See you, brother John. Enjoy your time with your daughter. Okay, so let's go with that. So obviously formations, did I change them? Obviously not. Oh. Okay, so let's do that. And then there was one more, I believe. Yeah, so then another one will be the formation that Tal asked to test, which will be with Tazar units in the Dragon Mutara. Yeah, so the problem with that is Black Dragon is a very strong tank, but he needs time. He needs time to buff. This is why some of the Dragon Mutaras use 3 tanks. Yes, Tal, I'll do the fortress now after that fight. So yeah, Tazar is winning, okay, when there's no Judicator. Because this is the problem with current meta. Everyone runs Judy, okay? If you don't have Judy, you lose. Okay, so our last one will be with fortress units. So far this formation works against other formations that cost similar, because this is what I want to test, guys. I'm not gonna run fortress into a whale. Yeah, Lars, Inferno is something that I would test, because I really like combination of Inferno with Dragon Mutara, okay, and with addition of a new units might be interesting. Okay, so hold on, Tal, you wanted me to put White Tiger, Wasp, and Hydra. Okay, so Hydra, Wasp, in a white tiger. So that means we need to replace that. Basilisk or Minotaur or Gorgon, guys? Which tank do you want me to put? Okay, Minotaur, Gorgon, or Basilisk. If we run in white tiger, I'll probably put Basilisk for some CC, Gorgon for some damage. I would skip Minotaur because we want to use that domain here. So let's go for some RNG luck. Okay, we're gonna hope Gorgon's gonna proc. And then I'm gonna use Basilisk as a CC. Now, should I run them in the same line? Tal, this is your formation, so I'll do yours first, and then I'll do Adrian's with Gorgon. So is that what you want to run? Them in the same space? That's what I needed. For tank shredder. So you can see still ups. Okay, let's just do that quickly. Just gonna speed it up a little bit. Where is it? Where is it? What I'm looking for. So I'm looking for Gorgon. Here. That's fine, Adrian. Let's just do it this time around. I'm just gonna speed the fight. Okay, so Tazar is winning. Okay, when there's no Judy, Tazar is winning. Renevas, we're not gonna run a gem with Judy at the moment because we're fighting against teams that don't have access to Judy. Okay, so we're fighting against secondary teams. So you're running a secondary team Tazar, which has no access to any of the Judy or Dragon Golem, against other teams that don't have access to that. So obviously I just said that. However, if you're playing Astral, this is what you need. Oh yes, sorry, Tal, I forgot. Yes, this is what I wanted to test myself as well. Okay, so sorry, that will be last one. Okay, last one for Dragon Mutare, guys, because we are not testing. Strong, maybe Stronghold's making all the difference here. I don't want to test too much of Dragon Mutare, because basically what we're doing here is we're doing all the setups that Dragon Mutare can run, and she can run every setup in the game. She can even run Tower. Yeah, but anyway, so Inferno, this is what I'm shifting towards. I know it's an outdated comp, some people will say, those who have big wallets, but I'm only VIP 14, so I can only play what I can afford. And since there's no Judicator, this guy actually makes a difference, okay? So, yeah, we got that. Hold on, I forgot who I was supposed to run here. I was supposed to run her. Okay, so I will run something like that. This is the offense line, okay? We got Efreti to start the burn. You got Nightmare to reduce the damage. I could also add another tank here and with Venom's Pound here and run him with offensive emblems. There's a lot you can take from that formation, but I don't want to. Yeah, I can also do that to give time to what's his name? Black Dragon. I can do that. Okay, she is not the greatest damage dealer. Sorry, she's not the greatest tank, but as a chance set, it gives time to Dragon, okay, to Black Dragon. Okay, but let's just do that. Okay, one formation, because obviously with Dragon Mutare there's so many options. I can spend 2 hours just testing this Tazar formation against Dragon Mutare, and that makes no sense because we want to test Tazar against other heroes as well. Okay, but obviously we got Troll here, so so Tazar Stronghold works. If you put Judy in here, that might be a very strong combo, but let's not go there yet. We're gonna go with Whale composition soon. Let's just do that Tazar comp against Astral. And as I said before, I don't want to run comps against Judy in this scenario. However, with Astral, I'm not gonna run Judy, okay? I'm gonna run something else. So let's say you don't have access to Judy, but obviously with Astral, you need to have access to Dragon Golem, okay? This is your bread and butter. This is the only unit that will always be in your formation. So since we don't have access to Judy, we'll run that guy. He still has no weapon on the test. Well, he's still didn't awaken his weapon. This is another test that I need to do. So yeah, let's say you're running a budget Astra. Oh, actually no, I don't need to run that. It's not that budget, but yeah, 2 SSR units. Okay, so 2 SSR. Okay, let's say that's a budget, and that's going to be a third SSR unit. I could run Seer as well. Yeah, let's do that. That is a better option. This is what I run. I run Seer. Okay, so yeah, this looks strong and looks fair as well, because only one ultra rare, well, 2 ultra rares. Yeah, so okay, so that looks solid. Why don't you put against strong attacks like Venom or DG? And we can do that as well. We'll do all that when we actually get to the Whale team, where we'll be able to see like how this Tazar can perform at a higher level against the strongest teams. So basically that's where you are whaling, you're spending lots of money and you want your teams to be the strongest. So okay, so as it stands, it looks okay. Okay, so far Tazar against teams without Judy is doing quite good when he's using stronghold combination. Obviously Astral is strong without it. Okay, Astral doesn't need Judy to do well when there's no access to the backline. If we change it and we give access to the backline, Nefa 018. I don't want to test Tazar against Rampart, because Rampart currently is, if we play Rampart without Judy, Rampart is non-existent. And this is the test we do in this scenario. I can run against like Whale Rampart at the end. But if you play Rampart and you don't use Holy Trinity, you are get smashed. Rampart is less in Mantis. Once we get Mantis, we'll be able to test that full Inferno. That's another thing I can test yet. So no Judy, that should help a little bit. So with an access to the backline, it's doing a little bit better, but can't win against Astral, sadly. Astral is just too strong there. As tower units have so much synergy together that it's really hard to actually beat Tower as a faction. Okay, so hold on. So that was, now we're gonna play against Inferno. This is the last thing that I'm gonna play against using this formation, because I need to move to the Whale formation. I only got like 45 minutes on the stream left. So let's not prolong that, and there's still a few things that need to be tested. Okay, so okay, Inferno mains, what would you run and how would you run it? Obviously I would run Inferno with Seer. And the formation that I will run Inferno with is actually... Do I need that? I wouldn't... Actually, no, let's leave that guy here. That guy is good. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is what I would run. Okay, but I don't have that guy. Yeah, I don't have. This is the only thing that's missing from my Infernal team. But if I put Mermaid, I'm gonna lose something here. I run Mermaid myself instead of that guy, but that guy is just so... Okay, so let's see. 2 Commander units, 2 SSR units, 2 S plus. Okay, let's go with that then, guys. And Mermaid here. So that actually doesn't change any cost when it comes to creating that team. It's actually cheaper than the Tazar formation we're playing against. Devil jumping on Wasp. Which line Wasp is? Here. So Devil has to be here. That's fine. Marcus, yes, this is another variation of Inferno, but we're not gonna test Inferno here. We're testing Tazar, so I don't want to spend too much time playing against like different enemies, because I still have one more formation of Tazar to test, and it's getting late for most of us. And I believe what you see here, okay, with Arcane 8, Archer, and Seer, this is like the best burst combination in the game. And if you pair that with Devil, and your enemy has no damage mitigation like immune shield from Judy, this is what happens. Okay, that fight was 18 seconds. Okay, and I bet you almost everyone will lose to that team. Okay, and this is the reason. This guy, well, she she does tremendous damage when you put her in line with Seer. Okay, so let's move to the whale formation. Okay, so I asked the guys, what formation would you run Tazar with if you had a chance and access to all the units? So this is what they came up with, and I believe this is actually a very strong formation, and this is something that not many of us will be able to get, okay, because it costs a lot of diamonds. I'll need your help with unit for with the formation, how we're gonna set it up, but I'm just gonna put the units and you guys tell me what you think. And the problem with that is I don't like it. Okay, I don't like it because it doesn't feel like Fortress. Okay, what you're doing here is you're basically mashing up the strongest units in the game together, and that's it. Okay, so I understand the meta is meta, okay, and if you want to be the best you need to do it, but this is no fun to play for me. Okay, if I'm running a faction leader, I want to use as many units from that faction as possible. So yeah, this is what I've been told. Okay, so you want that on the same line, you got it. I'll probably put Medusa here to put the petrification on the time, or whatever. Yeah, so this is what been suggested as scene 1 powerful finesse and put T. So you will put, but then I will gonna lose 3 units. First I'm gonna try that, and then we're gonna mix and match it around. Okay, so when it comes to domains, we got 4 units. Okay, so let's do that. And which one now? Okay, guys, Hollow of Theocracy or Wheel of Time, which one would you put? Oh yes, and I'm gonna put initial mana as well. Okay, so we're gonna make Tazar strong. Okay, so you guys decide on the third domain. Fortress. Okay, you're gonna put Hollow. Okay, but let's get that buff. Okay, so as Lars said, get the mana. Okay, so I got 1 vote on Hollow and 1 vote on Wheel, and more voters. I need 1 more vote to change the scale. Okay, which one, Hollow or Wheel? And in the meantime, I'm gonna set up an Astral team that I believe is currently the strongest Astral team. And this is what I run, and I can beat people with much more power than I have. Okay, so I got Hollow, Hollow, Hollow. So that's 1, 2, 3 Hollow to 2, 4 Hollow to 2 Wheels. So let's go with Hollow. Okay, so this is it. This is the strongest team of Astral you can get currently. So first, this duo is gonna face Paladin. Then I'm gonna swap the tanks. Okay. So we'll see a difference when they actually deal with 4-man unit and a 1-man unit. So the fight is 30 seconds long so far. But now Naga is actually shredding. But it does good. Look at these HP bars, okay? The Golem is at half HP. White Tiger doing similar damage to Chaos Hydra. Obviously, Medusa has maxed out weapon. I will change. I can change. What is the name? I can always change the Black Dragon, but I'm using Black Dragon here to proc Evil Sorceress damage boost from domain as well. So 26. No, sorry, it's 26. Yeah, 26 million true damage compared to 26 million true damage. So White Tiger done the same true damage as Naga. So that's a good thing, yeah. So against Astral, they hold their ground, they lose, but it's an improvement compared to what's happening now. So what I said now is I'm gonna change the tanks. Okay, so now these guys are gonna clash into the Dragon Golem. Okay, this is the only change I'm gonna do. So the seed will be different, and White Tiger will be doing more damage on a single. He does more damage on a single target, single unit than on a 4-man unit. So let's see. And then we're gonna do it again on an open lane, and this is the Astral's Bane. Even with Dragon Golem, when you have strong charges, you can win against Astral. This is what happens with my arena on my server. The guys I'm fighting, there's only 2 that can actually beat me when they attack, because they use Dragon Mutare and they get to my backline and just destroy it. Other than that, I can just demolish them when I attacking them. So it's basically rock, paper, scissors, whoever wins. That's why I don't waste my time sniping arena. So very similar results. Okay, so these three guys do a lot of damage together. So White Tiger actually, well, again, top true damage dealer, out damaged Naga, but lost to Seer. Okay, so it's the difference when we change these as spots. Now let's give them a chance. Let them run into the open lane. First, they're gonna run the open lane on top, and then they're gonna run on the open lane on the bottom, because there's a difference. Okay, they either gonna hit Judy, and then they're gonna run and hit and kill Giant Titan. Maybe kill them. I'm not sure. We'll see. Because that's the thing. If they get to the backline and they kill one of the targets quickly, will be a game changer. As you can see, the Tiger is already at the back. Evil Sorceress slowly getting there, because that's the difference. Tiger is immune to the stun, so he's not bothered by Dragon Golem. Okay, Naga's down, that's big. Okay, that is huge. Okay, Tiger's down. So now the problem is they are focusing the backline. So yeah, once Titan focusing the backline, the charges, there's not much you can do. But as you can see, much closer. Yeah, obviously on your server you'll have a emblem advantage, artifact advantage, so that can also be a game changer. You'll have better adjutants, because I'm not running any adjutants, I'm not running any support, and that changes the games as well. But I don't want to do that here, because that would take too much time just shifting units around and stuff like that. So 42 seconds compared to 62, so that's one third less. Okay, so doing a good damage. He's using Path of Assassin emblems. Obviously, Naga died quite early, so she actually done minus true damage. So that's interesting. Okay, so what, did she heal an enemy team? Maybe. Okay, so that was when they actually went for the back line, and now they're gonna go for the giant. Okay, so this is going to be a different scenario now. All right, that's why. I will place DC there as well. Just be patient. Just trying all these scenarios here against Astral, because Astral is top tier in the meta. Okay, Astral and Dragon Mutare currently, so I want to test that formation. Okay, I know not many of us will be able to run it, guys, but I want to see that as well, because it gives hope to Tazar. Okay, if you get all these units, if you have access to them, you can win against Astral. Astral can't get any stronger than that currently. There's no way. Okay, only things missing is that magic airship's weapon that's available to us at the moment. So if they go to they run into the giant line, you win. Okay, this is game over for Astral. Yeah, as you can see, top damage dealer when it comes to true damage. Okay, so let's tweak that. So what was it? What you guys wanted to do? DC in path with. Okay, so if I take Medusa, okay, so this is going to be even more expensive. Okay, and I guess I need to run that domain, yeah. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, anymore. I just need to scroll back on the chat. Okay, decay of the ultras. Yeah, all the ultra rares are not the best combination for most heroes. This team doesn't have like synergy. So if I put all the ultra rares in a Astral, Sambal, stuff like that doesn't work. Tazar might be the only one that gets away. Because as long as you have debuffs, but yeah, it's doesn't really make a difference if you use Medusa or DC in that scenario, so better spend your diamonds somewhere else. Okay, so that was against Astral. Let's move on, okay, because yeah. So I'm gonna put Medusa back in. Let's put Medusa. I really like Medusa, by the way, guys. She is very, very strong unit with a maxed out weapon. Okay, so we got. Oh, hold on. So I need to change that again. Oh, see, when I was doing this faction wars, changing all these domains. Oh, that was pain in the butt. Okay, so we got that. Now we're gonna play against some Dragon Mutare. So I know there's quite a lot of you guys that play Dragon Mutare. Give me like best setup Dragon Mutare I run currently, because the one that are on my server, they're quite strong, but I'm not sure if they actually run the strongest setups. Obviously they run that. They run Judy. Main problem is DG. I feel like I have to put Gorgon in front of DG and hope it procs Mighty Gorgon. So yeah, this is what they run. Okay. And I really hate it. Okay, I hate Dragon Mutare when they run that setup. Oh yes, one more. Okay. So I'm not sure if you guys agree, but currently this is the strongest Dragon Mutare team I've been playing against. They don't run Venom Spawn. I would, but that would mean either getting rid of that or that. But this is the strongest Dragon Mutare on my server, okay? That runs this setup currently, so you don't actually need these two units, okay? You can replace them with Venom Spawn and something else. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting for an answer, I'm just gonna run that, see how it plays out. Okay, so that's 3 domains. Yeah, so that's another whale-ish formation. As you can see, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I need to change. Yeah, that's good. 4 ultra rares again. The meta was 3, now it's 4. Okay, so this is the strongest Dragon Mutare on my server. I'm not sure what you guys play against on yours, but this is what I have to deal with. And I'm not convinced about the troll in that setup, because whenever I'm playing against it, the troll doesn't do that much, because once these units are dead and I'm playing Astral, everything else just dies, because Naga just demolish. Okay, so Medusa has fallen. So the problem with Tazar is the tank line, okay? Gorgon and Basilisks are not the greatest tanks at the moment, but if we put these tanks like Black Dragon and Dragon Golem, look at how this formation actually do, okay? They do quite good. Look, it's 1 minute 40 seconds and they still there, okay? They still fighting. Look at that tank. Who's that tank? It's a white tiger. Yeah, so very close fight. Okay, although Tazar lost. Okay, without White Dragon, this formation wouldn't probably behave as good. Look at that damage. Okay, White Tiger is doing a lot of damage. But someone said that Dragon Mutara on his server is Venom Spawn. Okay, so I'm gonna replace Troll. I'm gonna put Venom Spawn. But that leaves us with one spot. What would you fill that spot with? Green Dragon. Green Dragon. Okay, I can do that. I'm not convinced about Green Dragon. Although this Green Dragon has a maxed out weapon, okay, so he's doing good. But on production server, not many people actually invested in that. But let's do it, okay? I would like to see Tazo with Judy. Did you again? Yes, and Judy. So that's it, Tal. That is your team, okay? Oh, 66600 Green Dragon. Yeah. So that Green Dragon must do a lot of damage. Yep, Hydra's down. Venom Spawn is down. Okay, so as you can see, Venom Spawn was in a line with Tiger. And this is why Tiger shreds tanks. Okay, with the skill set he is provided, he shreds tanks and he is best used in a line against tank. Because he melts the, well, he doesn't melt them, but he deals a lot of damage to these single unit tanks. So it's working. This whale setup is working. If you're a whale playing against whales, you can win fights using Tazar. You can win against Dragon Mutara on the same ground. So you're using same amount of ultra rare units as Dragon Mutara is using, guys. So we got 4, right? Is it 4? 1, 2, 3, 4 against 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so same investment, and Tazar beats Dragon Mutara. So maybe, so this is what I think. What makes Dragon Mutara so strong is she can utilize teams like that. There's no reason she can't. Okay, with Astral, you're set up for one formation, and there's not much improvement to that formation until we get new units. Okay, so that formation works. Okay, this is a whale-ish Tazar, and he's there. Okay, he lost to Astral, but when you set up your charger units into the right spot to actually focus on giant, you can win. You can win easily. Okay, so let's go another one. Okay, so I'm not sure if there's any Cassambel players, but we need a whale Cassambel team. Okay, so a team, well, a Cassambel can use. Okay, so obviously better tanks, Holy Trinity. Okay, Fishy is good. So we got that. Okay. Okay, so that is like, yeah, basically that's I can't think of anything that will be stronger than that. It's not a 4 ultra rare units team, but these units synergize really well together. Can you please say when the question is coming? Curious whether it's worth waiting or codes. Okay, guys. The next question will be in 5 minutes. Okay, 1:45. I'll do the question, and then because I want to finish by midnight. So yeah, let's go. Okay, this is what we'll test now. Let's see how it plays out. I can't think of a better setup for Kov currently. It's not as versatile as Dragon Mutara. Basically, it's similar like Astral. Yeah, so Kov is very strong. Yeah, so far I think if you're playing on a new server and you have three choices to choose from: Astral, Casamble, or Dragon Mutara. I'll go for Casamble. She is really strong, okay? And she's still got a lot to improve. She's got a lot of choices to get improved, like Dragon Turtle Awaken and stuff like that. But yeah, this trio, okay, so a maxed out Ancient Sea Monster with a maxed out weapon, and that provides so much burst, okay, and this is why this setup just loses. Okay, you can try this setup. Gorgon Basilisk, and Hydra. I'll do that, Lars, after this test. Okay, so that was against Casamble, but let's give this team a chance. Okay, let them run into the back line, and then we're gonna move to Troll's Kilgore. If you guys have a chance, could you please provide me with a Troll Dream Team? Well, Kilgore Dream Team. Like what units Whale-ish Kilgore will run. I believe it will be a suicide one. So yeah, access to the backline slowly. Okay, so again, but all of these units just die from this burst. Okay, these 3 units in the same line, they wreak havoc. There's no stopping them. Okay, so Judy is going down. That's Judy out of the way. Mermaid is following slowly. However, the problem is these 2 units are changing the target, and that's finito. Okay, so Casamble is too strong for Tazer. Okay, let's go with last one, Kilgore. This will be Kilgore, and then I'm gonna do the quiz. This will be the last question for today. Okay, so I need Judy here. What else do I need? I'll probably run something like that. So I need that to die. Spartans. Yeah, I need Spartans, don't I? Something like that. I can actually... Yeah, let's do that. It's not going to be a suicide one. Okay, one target will die eventually, but I have no idea how to play suicide. Hold on, so you want me to do that? No, pack. Oops. Is that what you want me to do? So that's a suicide line then. And you got 2 strong tanks protecting Troll. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Okay, and after that will be the last question of the day, and then I'll do 10 minutes fun favor. So basically you guys tell me what you want me to test, and I'll do that. So what I need need from you is basically like a whole formation written, so I can do that as quick as possible, so I can do a couple tests. Okay, so that's Spartans down. Whoa, psychic By the way, that Psychic has a max out weapon as well, so yeah. Troll didn't even enrage. Yeah, Troll didn't even enrage. Okay, so yeah. The reason for that is a 6-star weapon. 6-star weapon. 6-star weapon. So you don't need Suicide Troll, Suicide Killgirl when you have all these things. Yep. But let's give it a chance, okay? Let's make sure these. Okay, so which line is trolling? Okay, that one. So let's move them up. Actually, no, Rikarani. Tiger brings a lot to Fortress. Okay, I believe if you invest in Tazar the same way you would invest in Astral and Dragon Mutara with the same investment, you can challenge them. As you can see, this is like a Whalish team, okay? And we've played against Whalish Dragon Mutara, we played about Whalish Astral, Cassandra and stuff. He performs well. So same investment, and you can be on par with them. He's losing a little bit, yeah? He's losing the fights, but he's close. Not right now, where he actually just disappears. Okay, so access to the backline. Yeah, these two tanks, it's a nightmare. Okay, it's very very tanky Kilgore team. So Tazar with Gorgon, Basilisk, TG, Paladin, off tank, White Tiger, Hydra, Last. Okay, so let's spit it up. Okay. Yeah, so Kilgore won. Yeah. Death Hauler is just hauling. Look at that damage though. Yeah, Berserker is pissed with that weapon. But that's because what makes him a beast is Path of Assassin. Without Path of Assassin, he was not dealing too much of a damage. But this Path of Assassin is casted. Okay, this makes it even stronger. Okay, guys. So last question for today. 2 winners. Rules as always. The only thing I'll need from you, and please prepare that in advance, is ID and the server you're playing. I'll count to 5, and there's going to be a second question on the screen. Good luck, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see the answer. The answer is D, deathmatch, and we got 2 winners on my screen. It's Hadris. It was worth waiting, Hadris, I believe, and Fiesty Drake. Oh, Jimbo, that's good. Can you give me your ID? I'll put you in. Yeah, you didn't win, but don't worry. Give me your ID and give me the server you're playing on. You still have a chance to actually enter the quiz on Wednesday, and you can win 500 diamonds as well. It's for those guys who can't watch the streams, so everyone has a chance to get some diamonds weekly. So yeah, I got your what server you're playing on, Jimbo, and I got Hadris and Fiestis info, I believe. Let me guys make sure I have your. So Fiesti, you play on EU72. That's right. Just confirm that for me. And Hadris, you play on 72 as well. EU72. Yep. So I got all your info, guys. Okay. So NA32, thank you. NA32. This is what I'm collecting, guys. Yeah, whenever you're like very active on my streams, I am gonna get your IDs. So whenever you win or you answer correctly doing Wednesday quizzes, I don't need to chase your ID. I'll just send it myself to Jane, and she is going to send you the diamonds as soon as possible. And he's 70. So whenever I see a new ID popping up, I actually add it. Okay, so that was the last question, guys. Now I'm gonna do some tests for the guys, and I want to test something specific. But before I do, I'll give you guys my highlights, my conclusion about White Tiger. So Tazar without White Tiger is not a top tier hero. He lacks defensive units. He lacks utility. White Tiger brings a lot of utility. He is a tank smasher. He has to be fighting against tanks. He is not the greatest getting to the backline. What else? Whalish. Okay, so Whalish Tazar performs very well. If you put the same investment as you would put into Astral or Kasambal or even Dragon Mutare, you will have similar results. Okay, as you can see in this Whalish team, it can compete against other Whalish teams. Okay, it's the same investment for ultra rare units on each team, and you can kick some ass. But it is an expensive investment. When it comes to a team like a normal team that most of us can get with 2 ultra rares, it performs better with White Tiger than without White Tiger. But it is not super strong. Okay, Astral with 2 ultra rares is better. Dragon Mutara with 2 ultra rares is on similar level if you're not playing Judy. If you don't have access to Judy on Tazar, or your enemy doesn't run Judicator or Dragon, Golden Dragon, Tazar performs really well with Stronghold. Troll carries him and provides him with an extra damage, and Behemoth is a good tank to add to the team that struggles with defensive units. This is the problem of Tazar. Gorgon and Basilisks are not gonna leave enough to carry Tazar to the victory. Okay, so this is my conclusion. I hope if you guys have any other opinions, it's always nice to hear them as well. So Tal, I'm gonna do the team you asked me for. You want Tazar with Gorgon, Basilisk, Dragon Golem, and Paladin. So that's 4 tanks you want. You want White Tiger, you want Hydra, you want Wasp, you want Judy. So we're missing 1 unit here. Oh, sorry, yeah, I'm missing Paladin. So is that something you want to run? Something similar? You need to tell me how to position these units if you are still here and you want to run it against Dragon Mutare. Okay, so I'm gonna play here against Dragon Mutare. And you want to run that with Judy. Okay, we got Judy. Don't go Judy. Evil sorceress and venom spawn. Okay, so that's 3 ultra rares. Just putting them randomly at the moment. I'm gonna move them around to reflect what you are against. Okay, let's clear all that. So we got the guy has harpies. He's got manticore. Okay, he's got black dragon, red dragon, and Medusa Islet. Yes, okay. So that's what you're playing against. Okay, so thanks for the stream. Thank you guys for joining me. Yeah, I'm just gonna do some fun favors now. So if you got something to test, I will test it. Just give me 1 minute. Let's go with Tals first. Yeah, this is my main team. Thanks. Is that setup of the units good for you? The main, we got that. Well, okay. Or do you change them a little bit? Same as your opponent. How does he has his team set up? Because that's important when testing stuff. You need to reflect what your opponent is actually having on a normal server. If it's okay, I'm just gonna proceed. Yes, or even green dragon instead of harp. Okay, so remember my green dragon is quite buffed. Okay. So obviously if you're playing against that, you want double tanks. I would do something like that. That kinda. White tiger, same line as what? It's Hydra. As Judy and Hydra. Okay. So obviously if you're playing against that, you want your strongest tank against these charges line, yeah? So I will do something like that. So Basilisk will be the second tank tanking Paladin as an off tank, and that here. You can actually even move it here. Yeah. But for the sake of that, I'll do it like that. Okay, so Manticore's down. Venom Spawn, that was quick, okay? Venom Spawn is usually very beefy. Okay, Evil Sorceress, green, black, green. So you want to fight? Yes, good thinking. So, yeah, as you can see, both of them have +3 Path of Assassin set, yeah, and they do similar damage. So, White Tiger, while attacking one-man units, is becoming a big damage dealer. Okay, 40% of team true damage. Basically, Evil Sorceress, he out damaged Evil Sorceress, but she only lived 29 seconds, so hard to tell. Yeah. Yes, at the moment I can barely win without White Tiger. Yeah, but remember, it also depends on the artifacts you're using, adjutants and machines and everything. Okay, I'm not using any machines, any backup, any adjutants, and I'm not using any artifacts. So on the production server, it might be different. Okay, so one more. Jojimbo, you want to test White Tiger, Troll, Judy, Dragon Golem, Wasp, Hydra, Behemoth, Cyclop. Okay, Jojimbo is still here with us. Can you tell me how to put these units? How to control Judy, Wasp, Hydra, Behemoth. How would you actually set that team? So go White Tiger, I got it. I need Troll. Wasp, Hydra. Okay, I need Behemoth. So I believe that's it. So you will need to do it like something like that. I hope so too. I can't beat the AM team I'm facing. Okay, so let's do that. Signing out. Thanks for testing. See you around, Lars. Thank you for joining. Thanks for the donations and stay safe. Right, enjoy your night. Hopefully, White Tiger will be something you are going to enjoy if you're gonna invest into him. Okay. So hold on. I was looking for Jojimbo. So you're playing against. Obviously, everyone's playing against and struggles against Dragon Tare. Me too, don't worry. So Evil Sorceress, we got that. Hold on, let me just move what I have. So Evil Sorceress, Black Dragon, Green Dragon, Paladin. So I need to put a Paladin here. Paladin. Okay, we got that. DG. Yeah, I really don't like that. Wait, I don't like where it's going. Yeah, so we got DG, Manticore, and Red Dragon. Okay, so the guy is not using Medusa. He's still missing out a lot. Medusa outscales that guy. Okay, Medusa is really strong. So you want Paladin. Okay, you want Black Dragon to buff up as much as possible. I'm torn between these two because this is not the greatest tank to it. It's better as an off tank, but yeah, let's do it that way. Okay, so actually we're gonna put White Tiger in there. Is that similar to what he's running? Line like that. Okay, so what we have here, we have that, we have that, and instead of that we have that. Okay, that's fine. Let's see how it plays out. Oh, did I put Troll's Domain? I'm not sure if I put Troll's Domain. I have to look at that again. This is what you are against. So what happens here? Okay, something's... So Behemoth is down. That was quick. Troll just enraged, so he got silenced or something. So that was a late Troll. Okay, so I see what's happening here. So that was a late Troll's enrage. He should have enraged much faster. And Behemoth died very quick from that line. That is interesting. So if you swap, yeah, Manti silence. So we don't want that to happen. So we want to move. So we want to move Troll out of Manticore's line. Yeah, something like that. Let's see. And I'm not sure if I actually put domain. Yeah, so that's another thing. I didn't put the right domain. It's more important that... Yeah, it's more important than Judy's domain, I believe. Yeah, did you see that, guys? Manticore didn't even scratch the tank. Before she get there, she was destroyed. Okay, so this is what I like about this game. Just swapping around units and obviously putting the right domain on can change the fight outcome. Obviously there are scenarios when you can't win with your against your enemies whatever you do because they just outpower you. But look at that. So you can't win against your nemesis. I'm not sure if it's White Tiger, but with that setup you actually can. And keep in mind this is a 6-star weapon. This is also a 6-star weapon. Okay. So while Tazar still have his struggles, White Tiger really brings a lot to the team. Right guys, so this is it for today's stream. I'll see you next week. Next week I'm gonna test power weapons. Can you check Naga with Tazar? I can do that, yes. Let's do it as a last thing. Okay, well, 12 as well. One has 6-star weapons. Can you also try 6 fortress units plus DC plus DK. Necron up. Okay, I can do that Ivica as well. I will not finish the stream then. Okay, well, let's go with Talwas first. So check Naga with Tazar. Who would you... oh, we'll get a new event. What new event? I don't even know what event you're talking about. It's nothing new. Oh, okay, I saw some. The blue ball, that's awakening of magic airship. That's sorry, a weapon of magic airship. Okay, so same Naga instead of paladin. So oh no, I need to. Dang, I forgot what formation was it. Hold on, let me scroll. Okay, so we got. Let's go. Go Gorgon, Basilisk, Gorgon, Basilisk, White Tiger, Hydra, Judy, Asp. So you want a Naga. Okay, it's an interesting choice. She shreds, that is true. Okay, so this is it. How would you Basilica and Gorgon back? Basilica and Gorgon back. Basilica and Gorgon back. Okay, so I got these two. Now I need to put Hydra Summer, so it has to be something like that. You have, yeah, you have that many melee units, so yeah, Dragon Golem protects Naga. So basically this is it, but I'm gonna do that way. Yeah, so Basilisk into them, blah blah blah, but this protects Hydra. Yep. Okay, all done, and let's check that. So we got that, and we got wheel. Sorry, not that. Got that. Okay. White Tiger, same line as Judy. So that way then, because White Tiger has to be in a line with Naga to shred the tanks faster, I think. Is that okay with you, Tal? And then I'm gonna check your setup, Ivica. Alright, and now I need enemy because that enemy was different. What was your nemesis? La, 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 la. What was your nemesis team? Okay, so they were using the Venom Spawn, I believe. So I don't know, they were with Judy. Okay. Venom Spawn instead of that guy. What is Venom Spawn? Okay. Manticore, yes. Black Dragon, Red Dragon, yes. Medusa and Harpy. Something's missing. Okay, no Paladin. Black Dragon here. So last time we checked it against Green Dragon. Green Dragon is here, so I'm only missing Medusa. Yeah. Okay. So this is what. Okay, Medusa instead of Julia. Okay. Thank you for staying with me, Adrian. Enjoy your night. Don't forget domains. So we changed domains here. Bloody Hollow, Ragnarok. Okay, and we got the main setup here. Blah blah blah. Yeah, okay. Let's roll. Yeah, so Naga is here. Naga's shredding. Naga's MVP. So Naga's good. Yeah, so Naga's good. You can add Naga for more burst. Works in your case. Okay, so I was supposed to check Ivichia's. Ivichia, can you give me the formation you want me to check? Okay, so it will be 6 fortress units plus DC and DK. DC and DK. It's Necro. Okay, so it will have to be something like that. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hold on, 6. So you don't want Judy. You don't want Judy in that team. Because that's 5 units then. Okay. Yeah, let's use her. Okay, now, and use Astral against. Okay, so how do you want me to set these lines? And I'll put Astral. What kind of Astral you want? Do you want my Astral or you want normal Astral? Maxed. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so you can use her and use. Okay, so how do you want them? Which line each unit should go? Do you want like a kill line, something like that? So basically, you have that damage dealer here, Gorgon doing the tanks, and that eventually coming back. And obviously, you want DK to jump onto Judy, or you want to DK jump onto the Titan, because that is going to make a difference as well. But let's do it that way then. Okay, so DK is buying time. Look how much he can solve thanks to the immunity from the DC. Okay, so he's still alive. He's still soaking that damage. Look how much time the backline lost. However, doesn't matter because Naga is demolishing the backline. Okay, this is the problem with Naga. She's probably the best damage dealer unit if there's nothing stopping her, and with maxed out weapon she's not being stopped by anything. So yeah, look at that damage from Naga. Okay, let's change the jump order. So basically we're just gonna swap the lines. And actually that way, okay, Basilisk protects them. So it is going to, oh no, I gotta go down and change the okay. Oh no. Okay, so Naga should change decay now, which will, oh no, oh yeah, yes, good. That will give more time for the fight here. Okay, but still not enough to kill the Titan. If these don't fall until they die, the game is over. No, not enough damage. Okay guys, this will be it for today's stream. It's getting really late. So thank you for staying with me. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I really put a lot of time to prepare everything, like all the units and everything. Uh, so yeah, I believe White Tiger is a really great unit that will support Fortress. I said that already in the highlights. Like, I believe he is a good addition. If you spend same amount of money on Tazar as you would on any other hero, he will have a chance against them. Yeah, this is what it showed when I played this Whalish team. A Whale Tazar can and will win against Whale. Dragon Mutare, he can compete against Astral. He lost the fight, but he was very close. He got demolished by Cassambel. There's nothing he could do against Cassambel, sadly. She is just too strong for him. Alright guys, thank you for staying with me, and I'll see you next week. Bye.